Hey friends, today I have two stamp sets on my desk, the Magical Memory stamp set and the Title Builder 3 stamp set. I'm also pulling out some of my Magical Memories products, starting with the 6x6 paper stack. And I really love this beautiful striped pattern. These are 6x6 papers, so I'm going to cut that in half to see how wide I want this piece to be here. And I think I'm going to cut it in half again. That way I can have more pieces left over to work with. I have three photos that I'm scrapbooking today about my daughter having her face painted at Animal Kingdom at Disney World. And you can see that I have two there that are smaller. Those ones are about 3 inches, I think 2.5 inches, and the larger one is 4 inches. So I'm just kind of eyeballing how I want to arrange everything. And I know I want to use the word happy because this face paint made her so incredibly happy. And so I'm grabbing my Title Builder 3 stamp, the happy word on there, to use that one, putting it on my LE Studio acrylic block here. And I am using a gum eraser to prime my stamp. Now, my plan is, you can see all of the inks that I have lined up along the left side. My plan is to follow along with the colors that are in the pattern paper along the side of the page to create my title. And I'm really excited about this possibility. It kind of popped into my head as soon as I saw that striped paper, and I thought that would be such a cool idea. So I'm getting this paper stuck down here just so that I know where my colors are going to be placed. Okay, so one thing that I know I want to do is break up those happy words with this big happy acrylic from the Magical Memories collection. And so I'm going to kind of place that where I think I want it to go, just so that I leave a space there when I'm stamping. So I'm starting with teal at the very top, and I've just decided that I want to switch out my teal. I have recently switched to Close to My Heart inks, and I just absolutely love them. Their exclusive inks are beautiful, they're wonderful to store, they stamp well. But this older Stampin' Up! Ink color that I have is Coastal Cabana, and it matches the LA Studio teal perfectly. So I just swapped over to that. I still have my Stampin' Up! Inks in stock, I just use them a lot less nowadays. So then I'm going to move on to the red candy apple. And you can see there I have a mat underneath my paper to help get a really good stamped image. And I'm going to kind of offset stamp a little bit. I don't want these to be in a dead straight line because I want this layout to be very playful. And so I don't want anything to be straight or perfect. So you can see there that I skipped the pink because there's not enough space to do both, but I'll get pink on the way down the page. So I'm just going to continue this way, stamping all of the colors down the pattern paper. Okay, so I'm on my final stamped word here, and I've just decided that I want to be sure that these words go off of the bottom and top of the page. So I'm going to grab the light blue and the dark blue to just stamp at the bottom where the word runs off. I'm going to grab my scrap paper here. This color is Bluebird from Close to My Heart, and I just love it. It's such a pretty blue color. And I'm going to do the same at the top with their Sapphire navy blue. Okay, so once I make this stamp, then my column of happy is going to be complete. And so far, this page is just making me just that, so incredibly happy. So you can see my happy acrylic word is placed there. And the next thing I'm going to do is use a little phrase from the Magical Memories stamp set. And it says, smiles from ear to ear. And it's in a little typewriter font. And because the color red is just to the right of it, I'm going to stamp that in red. Okay, my title is in place and my photos are in their correct place but haven't been adhered yet. I'm just going through the journaling tag and die cut set to see what kind of journaling tags will be able to fit on this layout. Knowing that I'm using an 8.5-inch by 11-inch layout, possibly not many, but this journaling tag that cuts apart into little labels is going to be perfect for my page. The tricky part is that I want to match the color with the color on the right hand side of the page. So I'm just seeing what is going to fit on the page if I can put two together so I can have a continuation of journaling from one to the next. So I think the green and the purple will work if I put them here at the bottom. I just have to kind of finagle my photos a little bit just to get that to fit because I want to make sure that I remember the story behind the photos and where we were and how excited my daughter was about this amazing face painting that she got at Animal Kingdom. So I'm going to put those down there and get my journaling onto these little labels, which I've already done with my computer and printer and Photoshop elements. And now I'm going to go ahead and adhere my photos. But the one thing I just thought of was that I needed some more weight, some more color to balance out the left side of my page. And I love that there's so much navy blue in my pictures, and there's navy blue on the right side. So I'm going to grab the navy blue star pattern from the 6x6 paper stack and just cut a triangle there and put that underneath my photo. That's going to add some weight to that left side. And I'm going to do the same at the bottom. The great thing about this pattern is that it's already in a diagonal, so I can just line it up with my paper trimmer and get that spot on both times. I am so glad that I got a photo of myself with my daughter on this day because that rarely happens. At Disney, I'm usually the one behind the camera. So I am going to pop up this larger photo of myself and my daughter with dimensional adhesive there. And I also like that those are kind of offset from each other as well. Now, since I popped up that happy word, I need to add some dimensional adhesive to the back of it to make it on the same plane as my larger photo because the left side of that word is going to be resting on my photo slightly. So that's my whole layout background kind of in place. I just need to get my journaling tags down here at the bottom. And I'm going to kind of offset those again. Everything on this layout is a little bit wonky and playful and fun. And I want to do the same with the journaling tags. And next it's time to embellish. I'm starting with some products I already have on my desk, which are the die cuts. These are included in the journaling tag set. So I've added a purple star, a, a blue heart. I love that big smiles tab, and I think that's really fun how it can stick underneath my larger photo. Now these are the acetate die cuts, and I like to add these because I can match up the colors with the happy words and you can still see the stamping underneath. So I'm going to lay these out on my desk just so I can get an idea of what possibilities I have here. I think some of them might be a little bit too big. I love having the star at the corner of my photo because that adds additional weight to that photo. And I want to make sure that I balance these from the right to the middle of the page. Just trying to get some ideas of what options I have here. And I definitely like that red heart better. These acetates are just so fun and so usable for anything. Ellie has done a great job designing them. The Document December kit also has an amazing selection of acetates as well, but I like pairing them with items that are not see-through, like die cuts. So I'm going to use my tiny attacher to attach every single one of these, but I'm I'm having issues with my tiny attacher right now. And I also remembered that I have a set of colorful staples, so I'm trying to match up the colors that I have with the die cut acetates. So I did that purple color, I have green, I'm going to do a blue next. It's just a fun little touch here, which I think is kind of cool. If you didn't know and you have just regular silver staples, you can use an alcohol-based ink to color them instead of buying kind of overpriced colorful staples. So just a fun fact to keep in mind next time you reach for your mini staples. You can see there that I'm struggling to get the last two out. I don't have any red, but I have gold, and I'm just going with it just so I can get this page created. I'm just checking to see if there's anything I've forgotten in the Magical Memories collection, and these puffy words just add a different texture, which I really like. And I want to use the smaller little dots and sparkles on here. And then I have the confetti, this wood veneer confetti, and I'm just going to use three little sprinkles. You can definitely go overboard with these because they're so small and so cute, but remember, less is always more. So you want to use those sparingly, friends. And I'm just going to adhere them with some glue dots. I'm so excited about how this page turned out. I really love the mix of using the Title Builder Volume 3 stamp with the Magical Memories collection. And I really, really, really love that colorful column of happy mixed in with the acrylic word on the right side. It really sets off these photos of my daughter and a very happy day spent at Animal Kingdom in Walt Disney World. Thanks so much for watching, and be sure to check out all of the supplies I used at the links in my video notes below. I hope you'll subscribe to my feed, and happy creating!